me check the volume. Let me check the. Okay, there is sound. This is good. Good morning to everyone. Now, as usual, let's see our Bitcoin. Let's do our Bitcoin analysis. On the daily, we see that Bitcoin is bearish, continues to go down. We can see right now that the VWAP is flattening out, which means that there might be an end to this move, but we are not sure. Let's see the weekly. Sorry. The weekly is bullish. However, the VWAP is not very convincing for me, because we're deep in the red here, and momentum might very well turn to the downside again. So daily bearish. Let's see 4 hour. 4 hour is bullish because we have the momentum coming up, but the money flow is quite low and fragile and weak. I don't like how the money flow looks. It looks like we're going to print another move to the downside. Let's see the other time frames, but yeah, 3 hours money flow going down, so not very bullish picture here. Although the momentum is going up, the money flow is going down, which is not exactly bullish. So I don't like this momentum. Probably it's better to short at these levels. So yeah, here the money flow is going up on the lower time frame, 45 minute momentum pushing up, but it's very weak. I mean, it's hasn't even gone to 21.6, just hovering here around 21. So yeah, I would say 30-minute looks also bearish. 15-minute, we have a small money flow going up. I think the market is waiting for the rate cuts or FOMC Fed meeting. I cannot say this. The Fed meeting is today, I believe, in my evening, so there's a few more hours, but I can see from the chart that everyone is a little bit waiting for this meeting to see the rate cuts, how much, or whether the Fed would be dovish or hawkish. Hawkish if they cut more than one, I guess, or one, and dovish, it depends what they say. If they're going to hold on a little bit, this would be risk on. Risk on, I think it means that Bitcoin might go up then. So yeah, really the stock market, as you can see, it's not looking too good as well. This looks like a correction to me. This is the Nasdaq. I don't like this. Probably we're going down after today Fed meeting. Bitcoin is almost the same, a little bit more bullish here, because right now it is sitting on this support at 21 something, you can see. But if we break this level, we're definitely going down. We're just about to break this to dive lower. Yeah. How should I trade this right now? Right now I'm not in position. Maybe I'll just wait for the meeting. and depending on the stance of the Fed, I'll have a short or long, but I don't want to hurry right now. Maybe I can do a very small scalp, but overall it's doesn't look too good. I don't want to long, definitely. Let's see, 13 minute. No, this is not for long, guys. 15 minute. I may be able to short here, but we're above the Ichimoku cloud, so we climbed above the Ichimoku cloud during the night, and we're sitting here, so that's also not bearish, that's bullish. Okay, I'll wait a little bit here on the 30 minute to see a turning point, because we might continue to go up, or just go sideways, most probably. We see on the 3 minute that money flow is yeah, is going up. So pretty choppy. For now I'm not doing anything. Let's see the pivot and the MACD. MACD, we have bearish divergence. Yeah, clear bearish divergence here. I'm not longing this with this bearish divergence. I would rather short, but maybe I want to wait this 3 minute wave to see how much juice it has with this money fall, and then probably open a short, which would be a small scalp. Probably I will close it before the Fed meeting today. So yeah, it's from risk reward perspective, it's not very attractive, let's say. Okay, let's see this chart. Yeah, I was playing with this pocket, this Fibonacci pocket, and well, we have 22.3. Let's see the latest move. I think we can short from 21.6 on this window here, I guess, because this was the last move. Yeah, pretty much. I think we can open a short if the price goes there. So I start trading this pocket because it's very profitable as a scalping strategy. Now let's see Google Trends. Well, it's still going down here, 18 on the 19 day. I'll explain a little bit what this means, but okay. So this is seen best from the 90 day. So this was on June 13, June 14, we hit 100 on this interest of Bitcoin price, and this coincided with the low at 17.6 that we had. So from there, almost a month and a half, we have been consolidating, going sideways, basically yeah, consolidating with interest going down, and I think we are very close to bottoming here on the interest, which means that, so we're 25, 24, this is 18, probably this is the last move, and then we go, you know, the interest will start climbing again, which means the price of Bitcoin will start to dump again, which would be the next leg down to 14k, 13k, who knows. But I'm watching this for a month and a half already, and I think yeah, I have to open a short just for this indicator, just for this indicator, just not to wait for any Fed decision, because I think this is very clear. This is bottoming, and I expect the new leg down. And this also coincides with the Fed meeting. So probably on Bybit I open a short. I mean with more money. With more money probably I'll open a short. Have to log in, but yeah, this is what I intend to do just for this indicator. It's crazy. Or maybe I should wait. I don't know. It looks like Bitcoin is about to dump again. But this is yeah, this is a risky trade. We don't know if this would happen. So yeah, I'll think about it more. I think on the daily we might be I'll see. Let's wait for this 3-minute. Probably this is not going up. We'll see. Okay. What else I can say? I want to play Inspo Crypto analysis, on-chain analysis. Yeah. Let me see just this. Yeah. So it's too early to say. We might be going up, but if we start going down here on this indicator, there might be some shorting opportunity, but right now it's not clear. Yeah, I'm opening Inspo Crypto. Hopefully, yeah, it's 26th of July. He has done this yesterday evening.
Hello folks, and welcome to another Bitcoin market analysis by Inspo Crypto. Well, it's a very important week, and we have received the first data not indicating that things are just, looking better. We have seen the USCB consumer confidence. Previously we had 98.4. They forecasted 97.2 and we did 95.7. That's really low, very, very low. I mean, um, if we check just the data of the last years, we will find the lowest in the last few years was 86.9. That was April 2020, and I mean related to the COVID crash, you remember in March they did 120 in March, and it dumped very hard from 120 to almost 87. Afterwards it lifted up a little bit and so on and so forth. Even if we check, for example, the last data from April 2020, we had 107.3 and now 95.7. That's very ugly in my opinion. It's of course another data, it's another puzzle piece, and we, we have this week is going to be really crazy in my opinion, because we still have a lot of different events coming to us. Tomorrow is going to be extremely important. We can see that the markets are at the moment reacting very cool, but I have also mentioned that the VIX is going to lift up, and that's in my opinion just the start. This week VIX should go up even more and more and more, also indicating some fear in the markets and volatility will rise. We see what Bitcoin at the moment is doing. It's retesting the bottom trend line here. In my opinion, at the moment, it's going to be a bear trap. We will see what's going to happen with SPY, DXY, SPX, but in my opinion, tonight we should lift up. Maybe I'm wrong with that because I'm not going to short directly from here. I'm still expecting it, and have a plan and stick to it. So even if I'm missing to have an optimized short entry at almost 21k, as I'm expecting a big dump, I mean really a very aggressive one, um, it's fine. We can go to 20,000 and start to short there if I see they are starting to push down. In my opinion, it's not going to happen today. So that's why I'm not shorting at the moment. I just bought some QNT, some quant. They did a great um, exit pump because that's what's happening at the moment. I'm expecting such kind also in different alts. So as soon as Bitcoin moves a little bit up, in my opinion, not every but many alts will push up. That's an exit. Don't be confused because of that. Don't think that's going to be, you know, the next big rally. It's not going to happen. Mark my words. But of course, it's your money and make your own conclusions. I'm not ready to short from here. Not yet. Even I know this week is going to trigger something really big. I have mentioned that. I have called just last Thursday or Friday that VIX is going to lift up very hard. I have called that Bitcoin is going to go down very hard. Even I think we will see a push up first, I think after Wall Street today, but also here we need to be patient and wait and to see what's going to happen. I have called that SPX is going to dump very hard. We will see if I'm right or if I'm wrong. Well, let us go forward. I have tweeted about that today already, about the Wells ratio 30 days moving average, and a little bit as expected. I mean, I had said yesterday in my analysis it would surprise me if it goes up, because usually when it starts to decline means the whole preparation, that's the only thing that Wells ratio is showing you. That's a preparation. The whole preparation, and that's a huge one. It's the biggest preparation we have seen in years, and the preparation is done. Afterwards, it takes a little bit execution. Execution means all these bitcoins they sent before to exchanges, they will start to dump them. And that matches very well to what I'm expecting this week. So it's declining right now. It looks very solid. It would really surprise me if the price maintains in that sideways run and it goes up again. I mean, everything is possible, but it would really surprise me. In my opinion, many insiders here, they know exactly what's happening to the economy, and they were preparing all the way. Well, not up, but, well, yes, a little bit up. However, they did that once. We know what happened afterwards. Preparation, execution. Preparation, execution. We will see how far they want to push the price down, but I'm absolutely convinced that they will trigger this week something that's going to push us down for a while. And in my opinion, it's going to be aggressive. It's not going to happen like, it's going to be like the last time. It's not going to be such like a little bit sideways run, more dump, a little bit sideways run, more dump, just showing more distribution. I think they want to trigger now the panic sell, and they want to push down. But as usual, make your own conclusions. Trade my data, don't trade my opinion. You see what they did. And now we can also see they are reducing it, while at the same time we can see they are more hitting to the upside, indicating the pressure is here. That's the 1 hour time frame. So also indicating here that, at the moment they are pushing. We will see how far they want to push today, but in my opinion, we are not going to 20,000, but maybe I'm wrong. We will see. However, the weights ratio 30 hours moving average lifted up, indicating also here short-term preparation, and that sequence here, and afterwards they declined, indicating they are done. What happened? The price dumped. Now it's a little bit sideways run, so they lifted up a little bit, so declining a little bit again, lifts up, and now declining a little bit. That's what it does and what the weights ratio is showing you. The stablecoin reserves on exchanges, as you see, it maintained relatively stable. It declined, it lifted up again. I have said that doesn't look very organic. So in my opinion, that looks much more exchanges refilling their reserves, maybe because they are expecting something big also. And that looks here more organic in my opinion, indicating someone is sending money to centralized exchanges to, I don't know, to pump, to absorb. Also here we need to see the stablecoin supply, even if it's looking like, you know, we are minting billions, it's just about 500 millions as mentioned, but also here it declined. We have seen today 100 million less BUSD in the market. That's the biggest one since weeks that they burned. That's it. Let us go forward. Also here to the flow activity, mm, some of you are surprised that we are not seeing here any huge inflow. And that's why I use the weights ratio, because the weights ratio shows you the preparation. It doesn't show you if we have 200,000 bitcoins waiting there to dump. It shows you more the sentiment of whales. When the weights ratio is lifting up, it just means they are preparing something. That was just a very trivial example, but that's how it works. They send 10,000 bitcoins, they distribute 5,000 or 6,000 with low volume, for example, or relatively low volume. The price moves. You think they distributed everything, but they hold 4,000 in centralized exchanges. They do such kind of operation many times. Well, maybe not per day, but once per day. And over weeks, they are accumulating bitcoins on the exchanges. They can even use derivative exchanges. We know exactly that Binance, for example, even if they are just separating spot from derivative, it's very easy to send from derivative, for example, directly to a spot. If we check, and I have mentioned that just last week, Thursday, I think I tweeted such an analysis about exchange reserves, and we have seen that first of all, we can just take a look on CryptoQuant. That's something I'm missing on CryptoQuant. You can check spot and derivatives reserves separately. That's cool. But if I go to Binance, I just can check Binance reserves. I can't check Binance spot reserves and Binance derivative reserves, because that would be extremely useful in such kind. If we see the derivative reserves related to bitcoins on Binance is reducing, but at the same time the spot Bitcoin reserves are rising, we know they are shifting Bitcoins from derivative to spot, something we can't track because I don't know, nobody is tracking that, unfortunately. That will be for me one of the futures I would immediately start to implement if, of course, it's possible, because that will be extremely useful. So we don't know, we can't just track the Binance Bitcoin reserves, but it's a combination of derivative and spot. Or we can check the aggregated reserves on spot exchanges, but the problem here is it's aggregated. So we have some exchanges, for example, they have and they are showing declining reserves, Bitcoin reserves on spot, okay? But then, for example, on Binance, maybe we don't know that um, it's rising, and that would be extremely valuable if we could see that, but we can't. I don't have, yeah, I don't have seen any um, servers, metric servers, operator, whatever that's providing that kind of data. That's something I would like to realize in the future, but yeah, that can take time. However, they can do that. We don't know if they are going to do that or not. That's a big problem. So let us go forward and let us check what happened here. The volume declined as mentioned several times. We had here 1,600 bitcoins. That was the biggest here with 1,500. That was tonight. Afterwards, that was 1,176 just 5 hours ago, and that's it. Everything else just few hundreds. And that's it. Even related to stablecoins, a lot of stablecoin outflows that correlates with the inflow. So they sold, someone sent stablecoins to buy, and that's it. That's the whole story. Nothing else happened. Only related to outflows, and we can see, and that matches very well here to the inflows, outflows of stablecoins. They sold, afterwards they withdraw it. So the biggest withdrawal operation related to Bitcoin today was also at this morning 3,200 Bitcoins. That's it. Nothing else. Let us go forward. So let us start with the funding rate. The funding rate, as you mentioned, as you remember, and I have mentioned, um, yeah, jumped very hard to the upside. Afterwards, it dumped, lifted up, and dumped afterwards. It correlates very well to the price. Maybe not exactly that part here because the price just went, well, not really, didn't went hard to the upside, but it showed just such kind of bullish trend to the upside. But it, however, many were expecting more, it seems, and they were demanding more longs than shorts. If we take a look, open interest is dying. It's really dying. It's really sad to see that, but I can imagine that people are placing less because, I don't know, they were just, scalping longs and shorts all the time. That's frustrating. And yeah, so I can imagine that many just stayed away, and that maybe could explain why the open interest is falling so hard. However, when I'm talking and saying so hard, if we check here, we had that level already just almost 2 weeks ago. If we check the leverage ratio, it declined. I mean, we can just to check even on a better way, we can check the daily and we can see the leverage ratio. The leverage ratio maintains a very high level, still close to the all-time high, while the open interest maintains here at the moment, and we can see that the level, I would say, we had last year. Last year we were here, so it's maybe a little bit higher, but that's it. And open interest just means the count of contracts, doesn't mean if it's long or short, right? So, and well, the funding rate maintains, the aggregated at least, maintains a very stabilized level. We can see here as well that the flow activity related to derivative exchanges for stablecoin but also bitcoins declined very much. So here we can see someone took profit, and we can check how much we are. Okay, 300 million, and here another 170 millions, and here related to bitcoins 3,300 bitcoins, but it's not that big anymore, absolutely not. So let us go forward and let me refresh the site at the same time. I can spin maybe if it's not going to take a year. No, give me blue, give me blue, 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 blue. No, but that's fine. 2 credits. Thank you, Kingfisher. We will try if it works now. I request a new chart and then go here. You remember just 2 weeks ago or last week we had the opposite picture. We had 1.4 billion in shorts and just 1 billion in longs, and they said we will go up more, and that happened. Then it flipped, and that was the sign to go down afterwards. And you see they're accumulating longs at the moment. We have a ratio of almost 60 to 40, and in my opinion that's extremely bearish, and it matches very well to my expectations. So I don't know why people are longing from here. I mean, I don't know if it's a short-term operation they want to do. That's possible, but to be honest, I really don't know. Also interesting that Bitfinex, even I don't care about that, it's reducing its longs as well. Even the shorts maintains very low level, but on Ethereum doesn't look the same. So we have here 52 to 48 long short ratio. So that's here the key in my opinion, at least for Bitcoin. Let us go forward and let us, hey, it happened. Whoa, that's cool. We see here on Binance at least it changed something, so we can see that it really would make sense to at least liquidate that part here. But yeah, I mean, I'm short-term bullish, but I'm not trading it, not yet at least. I mean, um, I don't trust Wall Street today, so I prefer to stay away and to check a little bit, to be a little bit careful, maybe to miss too long and to go up and instead wait if we can, if I can detect the local top and then jump in. But in my opinion, that looks very attractive to liquidate them because we don't have anything here almost. However, I'm still, that's my opinion, even if we liquidate them, in my opinion, the market will flip back to that side. Just related to the data we will see this week, and in my opinion, it's not going to be bullish. Absolutely not. So we can go just related to the Kingfisher even to 23k. So 20, I was expecting 22.5 to 23 just because of some exchange walls, something we need to check, but looks it would match. Also here we need really patience. So I prefer then just to block a little bit of liquidity and just to place some orders and wait. Wow, on FTX that looks wow. I mean, look that's even we are not talking about huge. What's that? That's new. About huge volume anymore, liquidations volume. It looks very interesting. So also here, it invites really to liquidate. Also here it looks very interesting. Liquidate them and go back and start to liquidate them. We are talking about really, 20 to 18. We need to see, but it's going to be, in my opinion, it's going to be very aggressive. It's interesting because no option trader was trading it. Just a few weeks ago, they traded it, but since then, nothing. They were more neutral to bullish or neutral to bearish, but no one was indicating a sharp move. Maybe we will see something different today. Let us go forward. So let us go forward and check what's happening here. Wow, I'm still a little bit shocked about this huge put reversal calendar trade. That's really wow, just really wow. So let us check what's happening here related to the market drivers. First of all, we can see here what FTX is doing. FTX was accumulating here, or they purchased a lot, and since then it's in distribution and it's very close to reach its bottom, what we had just before they started to accumulate. So we need to see if FTX is here once again going to be the market driver. However, we can see here that's the aggregated. We lifted up, declined a little bit, lifted up, and it's declining, but maintains relatively a high level. So only if we start to nuke, I would expect really such a kind sharp move also related to CBD. However, we still see that the Bitcoin collateral futures are still just seeing a trend to the downside. And if we check here the futures with stablecoin collateral, well, it's doing exactly what the price is doing, so it correlates very well. If we go forward, we can check here, that's Coinbase. Coinbase is also indicating it's distributing, at least if we check that here. If we go and zoom out even more, we see it's not really big. It maintains maybe its level, and that's it. If we go forward, Binance, it's more indicating they are more distributing right now since yesterday evening. If we check Bitfinex, Bitfinex is even indicating a positive CVD, usually indicating more purchases than sales. Let us go forward. And here we see that the open interest on Binance is lifting up at the moment while the funding rate is declining. So also here we need to be very careful. If we check now what the market maker is doing, the market maker had here this night a fund flow of 3,300 bitcoins, and the strange thing is usually he has a big activity just before a dump, but it was afterwards, so that could indicate that they were buying instead. That's something we need to check. And right now, but that's nothing. If we check right now, let me, yeah, it seems they, not big, absolutely not, but it seems they bought some bitcoins. It would match 3,300 bitcoins. If we go forward, these guys are reducing their balances, these guys are rising their balances, and of course retailers only up. So very interesting. Yeah, we need to see, but it looks like a little bit very quiet, to be honest. Maybe too quiet, but let us go forward.
Yeah, I completely agree with this statement. It's very quiet. And it's oh, so we went up here. We broke to the upside. It was good that I haven't shorted, but maybe I can short now. Because we have money for going up. So I don't know, it looks a little bit bullish here with this money flow, but we have divergence on the momentum. So I'll place one short. I'll place one short. It's time to do some scalping. And I want to be 25x short. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. So let me see a good take profit move, maybe 21. 150. 21 150. Yep, about 30%. Scalp is fine. This might take profit. Yeah, we have resistance here. Anyway, 20.5. So let's see. We have also divergence in the MACD. You can see this is diverging right now, and also divergence on this money fall on the 3-minute. Yeah, I hope this scalp is fine. Regarding the position with more money, maybe I want to wait because there might be a bullish case for Bitcoin if the Fed is dovish today, and yeah, if the Fed is dovish, we might go up. Also, the stock market might go up, and Bitcoin with it. So maybe I would be waiting for it. Yeah, there is some bullishness here. Um, but the money flow is very thick in the red, so I don't know what's going to happen. We might very well just go a little bit like that and dump. This I think is very probable scenario. Uh, but we have to wait a little bit more here to print this red dot on the 1 hour momentum. Right now it's a little bit early. Here the money flow is going down. It's crazy. Okay, that's it from my side. There is nothing else I can say. I will monitor the market, and if I see a good opportunity later today during the Fed meeting or after it or maybe before that, I'll short. Oh. I think overall we should be shorting this 1 hour. 45 minute. Yeah, the 45 minute is not really clear because this money flow might continue up to the upside, but we'll see. Okay, yeah, have a good day.